Okay, it's time to actually fight Tate and Liza. Now, last time we lost to a Bombay, which threw just a little bit of a wrench in the works. But yeah, poor Bombay was going to be very important for this fight. But we've got a new plan. It's sketchy as all hell. It's risking about 4 different crits. But, well, it's either this or wipe, so time to go for it. So let me grab the team. So we need Hitmonlee. Thank you, XYZ. We need Hitmonlee. We need Greninja. We need Arceus is already there. We need where is he? We need Probopass. And we need Metagross. And that's the team. Okay, first let's do some leveling. Everything needs to go to 85. Well, there's definitely going to be 1 sack, most likely 2 sacks, but crits could very easily mean more than that, so let's just hope not. Okay, it runs 85. Then we need to spend a candy on Arceus. This lets Arceus be faster than both of the Latioses because my Arceus is max speed. So now, yes, Arceus. This was a nature change. It has 31 IV. That was natural from the. Pretty sure it was natural. Was it natural or did I scale it? No, it was natural. It was natural 31 from the fossil, but I did scale nature on this for Winona. I can't remember what it was before, but it wasn't plus speed anyway. So, Arceus for that, and we also need to do one other thing. We are spending a scale. It's a very different scale to the one I was initially going to be using for this fight, but we will be spending a scale on Arceus to teach knockoff. And we're going to forget acrobatics because most of the time you need an item, so it's not always the best move, so the others I think are all definitely more useful. So, knockoff Arceus. I think this will definitely be a valuable scale, but yeah, anyway. So, now time to give out some items. Let's see. Let me double check. What do we need? So I need. Where is it? I need silver powder on Arceus. I need a King's Rock for Greninja. I need Fire Gem on Salazzle. And some berries. I need citrus berries on both Probopass and Metagross. And I need an Ayapapa berry on Hitmonlee. Then, okay. Then not quite ready yet. Need to. I got some moves to teach. Yep, we need to go see the natural gift tutor. And we're going to teach natural gift to Hitmonlee. We're going to teach it over the blaze kick. Not that it really matters. And with that, we are ready to go in. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think we should get through here, but it's definitely sketchy. It's not safe. Yeah, about 4 crits that I'm risking, but what can I do? Except just send it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. We have Azelf versus Hitmonlee. To start with, we are going to fake out. Perfect. Clinch it. Azelf sees a kill with Future Sight, so it is going to be clicking Future Sight here. We are going to click Rock Tomb. But Future Sight comes out. We click Rock Tomb and we lower its speed. At -1 speed, we are now quicker than this Azelf, and we can use Natural Gift, which without Iapapa Berry is an 80 base power Dark type move, and the Fake Out plus the Rock Tomb plus Natural Gift all are just enough to kill Azelf. Perfect. This baits out Latios, and this Latios will be going only for Zen Headbutt. So this turn we have a Zen Headbutt and we have the Future Sight both coming out, so we are going to swap into Greninja, who should take, well, who's a Dark type, so we'll take nothing from either of them. Perfect. Zen Headbutt does nothing, and Future Sight does nothing. Now this is where in the original plan I was going to PP stall this Latios with Rabombi, but now I don't have a Fairy type anymore, so I cannot do that. So on this Draco Meteor, we are going to swap into Probopass, who doesn't take too much. We don't want this to crit. No crit? Perfect. So, now, because of this, Probopass is now baiting only an Earthquake, we can swap for free into Archeops. Beautiful. Now, because of our candy and max speed, we are faster and we are going to U-turn. This is most likely another Draco Meteor, but there is a slight overlap with Zen Headbutt. Honestly, Zen Headbutt is fine, because either way we are going back into Probopass to do this again. So, okay, I did see the Zen Headbutt. This is actually, I mean, it didn't matter. Both were completely fine. At -2, they were about the same, and Zen Headbutt did a lot less with a crit, obviously, so that's fine. This is now Earthquake again, and we can go back to Archeops. Perfect. And now we are going to kill this with Dual Wing Beat. U-turn with the Silver Powder into Dual Wing Beat is always a guaranteed kill. And we want to stay in, we don't want to kill with U-turn. Because now, thanks to us teaching Knockoff, we show a kill to Hooper, and U-turn shows a kill into Zoroark. So it'll just bait in order, which is Zoroark first here. And that's the flash, and that is a Zoroark. So now we can just kill this with U-turn. Perfect. This was the main reason I scaled Knockoff, because without Knockoff there was no move that Archeops could have learnt that got Hooper in second. But thanks to Knockoff, we shall kill to it and bait it in order. Welcome in, Colton. So now it's just Hooper left. We are going to send out Greninja. Perfect. So it's Hooper. Unfortunately, this box does not have anything to do heist, so we are starting off. Dark Pulse isn't quite a kill; it's a ranged kill. So we're just gonna fling our King's Rock to flinch Hooper and actually do an insane amount of damage. It's still 4 times super effective. Now fling plus the Dark Pulse kills, and that is takes down. But, of course, this is not over yet. We've still got a whole another 4 mons to deal with. So this is Run and Bun. This is it's a hack of Emerald, but it has up to Gen 8 mons and mechanics. So, Tapu Lele first is going to set up the Psychic Train, but we are just going to switch out into Metagross. Metagross can just simply swap in and deal with this. It's a Psychic. We've got Clear Body, so we can't get dropped. It doesn't do much. We're now high enough HP, this is going to be going for Nature's Madness. It doesn't matter. We're just going to click Meteor Mash and kill this. High HP is actually really good. That's actually a perfect. Yeah, it's a pretty. You get access to quite a few good mons in this, but there's also a lot of really good mons that I don't have that would make this fight a lot easier and a lot safer. So this is Latias now. This has a Soul Dew, it does 1,000,000 damage, it's crazy, but because we're high enough HP, this is guaranteed Mystical Fire. So with that, we are going to go into Archeops. This is definitely risky here, and I think this is where the biggest aspect of risk is going to be this next turn. So Mystical Fire doesn't do too much. So what are we on? 191. So what we are going to do here is we are going to click Knockoff. We are faster than this thanks to the scale and thanks to the candy. By clicking Knockoff, we are going to remove its Soul Dew, which means its damage is going to be reduced by. It no longer gets the 1.5 times boost. But we are still dead to any crit Dragon Pulse after the Knockoff. So we just really hope we don't get crit here. If we get crit here, it's probably just over. So, Knockoff. And we pray for no crit. Come on, come on. Okay, no crit. We're okay. And now we're going to U-turn to hopefully kill. This is a range, but I think that looked like a relatively high roll, so it's a favourable range anyway. Okay, perfect, we hit the range. So, now I want to do a little bit of playing around, because there's Metagross and Hooper left, and I need to figure out who I want to send in here. Yeah, I want to see who I want to send out, and basically then for how much does it risk. Okay, I think I actually might be able to save Hitmonlee's life here, because my plan was always to sack Hitmonlee into Metagross for Salazzle to come in, but I think I can actually save its life right now. Because I think right now, if I send out Greninja, that will bait in Hooper for a slow kill, because Metagross doesn't see a kill on Greninja, especially in base form. So I think yeah, okay. I think I can do that. Greninja is almost certainly going to die in this fight. Unfortunately, but so here, so this baits in Hooper, which is good. This Hooper's obviously got a Focus Sash. We are going to just... So unfortunately we don't have our King's Rock anymore because we flung it at Hooper. So if we go, we don't have an item. So we can't use Fling, can't use Water Shuriken because it's in terrain. So right here we can either Surf or Dark Pulse, but neither of them do too much damage. Switching here doesn't get me anything. Nothing else can really do anything in the back, so the plan here is I'm just going to click Dark Pulse. If Greninja gets 4 flinches, so I think it's 3 flinches in a row, Greninja can live. Or what's more likely is we don't, and Greninja unfortunately dies. 07 Greninja. Unlucky. But now that means we can send out Archeops and even hit into Defeatists. U-turn is 4 times super effective, so U-turn will kill here. Which does mean, because I managed to do it this way, is now I can just send Salazzle out and it's only Metagross left, and I don't need to sack Hitmonlee. I think what I also could have, if Greninja had gotten that one flinch there, I could have instead sacked Hitmonlee, because I think Hitmonlee is not as valuable as Greninja, but anyway, that's okay. And now Salazzle is faster even after it Mega Evolves, and we have Fire Gem Flamethrower, which kills with 15 out of 16 rolls, so I really hope this kills. Come on, Salazzle, you've been the GOAT all run. You're third on my kill tally, you've been so good, just hit this range, 15 out of 16. Come on. Yes! There we go. Perfect. Let's Tate and Liza down. Oh. That was actually super clean. And that was lucky, that was very lucky. I mean, even just having Metagross high enough that it was only baiting Mystical Fire and not Aura Sphere, because otherwise I would have had to sack something into Latios to get Archeops in. Then actually hitting that range on the, I mean, it was 89% range, but 89% range for knockoff into U-turn to kill Latias. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And we saved Hitmonlee's life, so... We saved Hitmonlee's life, so now I can sack it to Space Tag instead. Perfect. Yeah. So that's yeah, Tate and Liza down. Yeah. Very happy with that. But yeah, 07 Greninja. Greninja's pretty good. I'm disappointed that I've had to lose it here. There's a couple of fights. I think there's a couple of fights in C4 cabinet goes pretty hard for that I was, hoping to have it for, but obviously not. Oh, I need to update the overlay now. We now have 7 badges, 23 deaths. But yeah, that's all. I think, as a treat, let's go see what my Urshifu would have been. Obviously, it's New Game Plus, it's not a valid encounter, and I've already got my gold up from here. But as a little treat, let's go see what it would have been. Okay. Well, that's right. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Urshifu would have been terrible. I'm glad I don't have it. It's fine. This is like 4 whole scales. Terrible, terrible. And now let's see. Would it have been wet or creepy? Let's find out. Let's do this. Hang on, let me just turn on speed up. It's much nicer. Okay. Here we go. Let's find out what Urshifu would have been. Okay, here we go. What would it have been? Would it have been wet or creepy? Oh, it would have been a Dark Shifu. That would have been very nice. I don't have a whole one. I've only got one Dark type now, so this would have been really nice. But alas, it is not in this run. Yeah, exactly. Knockoff Archeops. I'm actually kind of excited for that. I honestly had no idea Archeops even got knockoff. I was literally just looking through, going, I need to find some move that will show a kill to Hooper so I can get Zoroark in first, because having to switch something into, I had nothing that would, had nothing that could switch into Zoroark. My only thing that could switch into Zoroark and handle it was Rabombi, which obviously I don't have anymore. So I needed to be able to, base it like that, and I saw it got knockoff, so. There we go. Urshifu can go out to pasture and sit untouched. Yeah, I'm definitely keen to see what it can do. I mean, obviously there's a lot of good things you can do with knockoff. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't know how good of a user of it it's actually going to be, because often if you're knocking something off, you're staying in for a couple of turns, or you're, knocking off a bright powder, which you need to be like slower for, or quick claws or something. So it being a frail knockoff user is interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, yeah, some good data, and but yeah, that'll do for this stream. Yes, I did not start planning any Space Center fights because I had no idea if I was actually going to win this fight or not. So next time, whenever I'm back, I'll have a few, probably even all of, honestly, the Space Center fights prepared. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the luck. See if there is anyone. But yeah, anyway, we'll see what goes on there. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you next time.